Another live duel commentary here today. I have myself here on the left piloting Infernity Magician against Monarchs on the right. Monarchs, of course, as you guys know, coming out at the end of the month. Very strong deck. Shuts down a lot of extra deck reliant decks. So basically Pepe if you open well enough. But yeah, anyway, so I open really good here. Brilliant Fusion, Pendulum Summon. Yeah, just doing big combos. I summon Sephironite and attack, by the way, because you use it with Infinity to absorb attack position monsters. So you just absorb the Sephironite so it doesn't clog your field. But he has a Clutch Veiler here for my Ptolemaeus, so I'm like in a super bad position here. I mean, it's not terrible, but like I'm only able to make Durandal, which I end up misplaying with anyway, so it's like irrelevant. So this game one goes downhill pretty quickly. Juggler gets that hat trigger, which I special out to make Ptolemaeus, and then end phase attach that diamond. And yeah, there's really not too many great cards against Monarchs. Sorry, extra deck cards. I think Durandal is probably one of the better ones, because if you negate Idea, then it's like they probably can't tribute summon that turn. And yeah, so here he goes. In main phase, he uses 1-for-1, and I realize, like, okay, that was dumb. I should have ranked up in the standby phase, because there's really no reason to hold it. And yeah, even then, I probably should have just changed to the 1-for-1. But yeah, we're just playing very casually here. Like, we're not playing too seriously. Although yeah, that was pretty bad misplay on myself. I don't know how relevant it would have been, but yeah. Moving on, let's go past that. We have Erebus get tribute summoned over the little guys, Idea and Eidos. Eidos lets you get an extra tribute summon this turn, so he potentially Erebus and then like summon another guy on top of Erebus if he wants. He tries to use the effect, but I finally use that Durandal. Better late than never, I guess. Sorry about that. I'm actually curious to know what his hand is. It's Escalation, Dominion. Yeah, actually, in hindsight, he probably would have still lost if I used that Durandal correctly. And yeah, I'm not even going to be able to get around this Erebus because, you know, I have tons of monsters on board that I can overlay, but, you know, Dominion's a problem. And I don't think I have any way to out big guys in this main deck. We don't do any siding. It's just sort of just testing game ones for fun, really, not really too much of a big deal. This is why I haven't made this like a best of 5 or anything, because I'm not really taking the Infernity deck too seriously. But I mean, I feel like it's okay. It's quite a decent deck. Like, here we go. In this game here, I opened absolutely phenomenal. In fact, I opened so well that I can't even use some of my cards, just because of the space on the board. I opened Foolish Keyboard, which that in itself is like, you know, 1-card scale with the Archfiend Barrier Search, you know, and as you can see, I have Juggler, Magician, it's a bunch of rank 4s. Zephyros, of course, is going to get sent off that Armageddonite, so rank 4s are just not an issue at this point. I'm pretty sure I can make like 2 if I wanted, sorry, 3 even. So I make that Infinity turn 1, Archfiend as a material, because it means I can just launch it back. Juggler specialed. Realizing that I can probably make Feral Imps as well, so I can go Feral Imps, Infinity, another rank 4 Ptolemaeus thing, and an Archfiend Barrier Search. So yeah, it's really ridiculous opening hand. Launcher, of course, special summoning out that Archfiend and get that barrier. So I have potentially 3 negates if I make Durandal. So yeah, 3 negates. I don't and effect negation is really good against Monarchs. Yeah, so I'm not gonna misplay this time. I do it correctly. I stand by if I make Durandal. I'm not gonna do that again. And yeah, so he gets Rota, so that's gonna get him his Idea. And I'm just gonna barrier that Idea, to be honest. He uses Pantheism, which lets him discard a Monarch card, and then he draws 2. I think about negating it, but actually Pantheism is another effect in the graveyard. It'd be like negating a Necro's Mirror. They just get another one, so there's really no point in negating the Pantheism. I thought because he went neg 2 by using the Pantheism it would help, but he just uses it in the graveyard. So it's not good to negate the Pantheism. And yeah, so he obviously he's like probably trying to just bait out and stuff. But like even if I do misplay, I feel like with 3 negates against Monarchs, like there's not really much he can do. It's just really strong. So he activates Stormforth. I'm forced to barrier that. Idea gets summoned. I'm gonna negate that with Durandal, so he's gonna MST one of my scales instead of using the effect. And that's pretty much it. You can't really do anything if your idea doesn't resolve in Monarchs. So yeah, pretty strong there, losing to that effect Veiler. Oh, sorry, not effect Veiler, effect negation. Going into game 3, I'm going second, so not fun. Not fun at all. Especially he opens really well for game 3 here, and we didn't do any siding, so you know I'm probably gonna lose. Like, I mean, I don't have any way to deal with Dominion in the main deck. I have Dragon Pit and Dragon Pulse, but that's it. The thing is, like, without things like Off Dragon and stuff, I'm not gonna be able to like use them. I search Wisdom Eye, and that gets me Pit. I think in high, like there's too many ways. There's just too many problems at the moment. Like, there's a Dominion and there's a Vanity's Fiend. So yeah, I can out the Dominion by discarding. Like, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have even activated my skills and used Wisdom Eye, since he can probably just like Erebus them away and stuff. So that puts me in a really bad position. But I feel like deck thinning by 1 and trying to get to, like, I need to draw any Pendulum monster here, and I can play. You know what I mean? Like, I just draw anything to hit the Erebus with Pulse, and I just win. But he you know, he has, of course, like, he really opens really well. Like the Eidos for the extra tribute summon, for the Vanity's Fiend, he has Dominion, and to follow up, he has a hard drawn Erebus to shuffle away the scales. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. Like, there's just no way out from here. Shuffles away the scale. Dominion isn't really an issue if I can clear the big guy. So you know, if I draw like any Pendulum monster, well, actually it's really hard at this point because I don't have a Magician in my other scale, so Pulse is really dead. So it's really nothing more than a losing battle at this stage. Like, totally, like, yeah, not having fun. But anyway, he uses Pantheism in the graveyard, revealing 3. So he reveals March, Pantheism. Yeah, and I'm not gonna give him March because I need to out that big guy. I need to pulse that big guy away in order to play, so I can't give him March. And yeah, I'm just waiting to, like, I don't really know what the potential draw here is. Like, I think if I draw like Pendulum Call, I should win. Yeah, I think Pendulum Call would pretty much win me the game. But not anymore, I don't think, after he top decks the idea. He's just gonna have too many tribute summon guys on the field for me to deal with Dominion. I would need to, like, yeah, I think potentially Pendulum Call would still win me the game here. I play 3 of them, but you know, it's hard drawing cards when the ones you need at the right time, unfortunately. Erebus effect. I think that shuffles away the other scale, at which point I definitely lose. He shuffles away the back row instead. Probably not the best thing he could have hit there, but yeah. So a very unfair matchup. I feel like with siding it could be helped a lot, and especially with winning the dice roll, you can definitely, like, do a lot here. Yeah, I summon Gloat Ball from the graveyard because, like, so I don't die. But then he uses Caius. Yeah, Mega Caius as well. He's opening the absolute nuts here. Mega Caius banished 2 guys, and there goes my field. So thanks for watching, guys, as usual, and I'll see you next time.
Come, face me, give in to your